So my go live may or may not have had a countdown on it. I don't know. I was trying something and it wasn't working right. Hey guys, Stephanie here from Escape Paint. Give me half a second to wet my throat. Oh, I have been coughing. I'm pretty sure it's my sinuses and my allergies. And it has just been bugging me. And hello, Zoe. How's your wrist? You don't want me to crank on it?
Please don't.
All right, y'all.
I don't think my hand can handle that right now.
Oh, I'm sure you could handle more than you think you could. All right, guys. So I am working on this cute little K-cup holder. And I popped on earlier, about an hour, 45 minutes or so ago, to tell y'all that I will be working on it today. Oh boy. Let me shut it. Let me quit OBS. I was trying something different, and I think it slowed everything down in my system. All right, so yes, I'm good now. I have my K-cup design. This is kind of the whipped cream on the top of our coffee, frappuccino, whatever. Okay, hang on. Let me turn my computer on Do Not Disturb, or it's going to make all kinds of noises the whole time I'm going. And it's like, just leave me alone for a minute. I don't want you making noises at me. Okay, so I'm making this as a gift for my sister-in-law for her business. And she does gray and purple with purple flowers. So I'm trying to decide. I think what I want to kind of do is we'll take this and do like, she's got 8 little petals, and I'm going to try and do petals around each of the flowers. They're all purple on her logo. So and it's gray, black, and purple. So colors, y'all. Colors. Trying to decide colors. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Melanie. Y'all, if I show y'all this logo, I need y'all to help me figure out what other color or what colors to do this in real quick. Watch it shoot and not have that. Okay. You see that? That's my sister-in-law's logo. And I'm trying to decide. I think the flower petals I could do around the rings over here. And do like 8 and maybe have them overlapping. But I'm not sure. Thoughts, y'all? Thoughts?
Ella subscribed to you, I think, on YouTube and is watching. So I was saying, hi, Ella.
Hey, Ella. Hopefully she's watching. If she's not, then it's okay. That's funny, Zoe. Okay, so I'm going to stop that screen share, y'all. Trying to think. Because I think I want to do this cup in like the purple. Although the vase on the thing is purple. So if I did this part in purple.
She says hi back.
Oh, hi, Ella. So do I do it in a different shade of purple? Do I do it in a couple of shades of gray? Do I do it in a black? Oh, trying to decide. I like the idea of doing the flower on there around the thing. And then so let's see. Let's do some black. That's kind of the top of the cup right there. And I did draw me some lines across here for my the cup wrap kind of thing. You know how when you buy the disposable cups, they have the little wrap thing. And I'm not making this perfectly straight because your whipped cream's going to come over it a little bit. If it's got it that tall up on the top, it's bound to be coming over it, y'all. Handy tip for those who paint pretty often and use a lot of paper towels. I went to Sam's, and I'm sure you can find them elsewhere if you've got a better spot to get them. And I bought these trifold, a dark gray cup. Okay, well, that'll work. Let's switch to dark gray. And I don't even know if she does a K-cup holder or would use it at the office or anything else. I don't even know what their office looks like. She does catering, and I don't live in the area anymore, so it's not like I can just have her come out and do my events. And considering I do mobile and I typically am in somebody else's restaurant, I can't exactly do that. Dark purple and light purple flowers with gray covering. Dark purple. We'll see. Let's look at what this gray looks like here. And I might even make it striped. It might be dark gray and dark purple. Who knows? I'm just going to get the base coat down on all of it so that it's kind of I did have some black in my brush already when I started, so that's always my problem, y'all, is I'm trying to figure out what would look best, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'll be honest, I love her, but we don't have a lot of the same taste. I mean, music and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're just not the same person, you know? So what I was saying, though, for those of you, if you use a lot of paper towels or napkins, these trifold napkins that come from like Sam's and stuff, they come in a big tall stack. And I mean, the stack is actually quite a bit bigger than this. But I've got these sitting here on my desk, and they're so much easier to get to when you're in the middle of a mess. And they just lay so pretty and flat. And I've saved my household budget a lot on paper towels in the last... I'm still on the first package that I opened out of my box from Sam's. And I've done at least, no, maybe, I think I've done a paint party with them since then, but I may not have. And I just thought I'd throw that one out there for y'all, because if you're struggling like I am with meeting a budget and trying to keep things financially free and clear, these were a whole lot easier. And like I said, I'm only on the first package of them, and they've done really well. Okay, I'm going to try and catch at least this side. I do hope to go back and do the other side. So if I don't like this side with this color, I'll just go back on the other side and do it another color. Wish you had a Sam's close to you. Do you have any restaurant suppliers that might be handy? I don't know. We didn't have one. Well, we did. We just preferred Costco. And I think Costco carried similar stuff, but I can't promise that it does. The other thing is Sam ships, and napkins shouldn't be that hard to consider the box it comes in. They shouldn't be able to tear it up shipping it. And I say that because I've ordered paper for our Bible publishing program from them in FedEx, and I do not get along real well because I can get some nice rebates if I order it online and have it shipped to my house. That's great. So I was doing it. And then the next thing I know, they do not ship it and it arrives in one piece. Every time I get my paper order, it's in like every package of paper is loose. And I'm like, look, I'm buying like 4 or 5 cases. You get them from the ship manufacturer. You don't have to individually unpackage the big box of 5 and make it loose in there. Leave them in the boxes, and then that helps to protect them. Are y'all like crazy? Don't know how to ship? What? I don't know. Y'all frustrating me. I'm trying to get inside these little holes. I don't know if y'all can see. I keep looking down and not looking at where I'm at on the camera. I am one of those weirdos that likes to make sure every surface is painted. And like I said, I will be going back and either doing the back in similar colors or in a different color altogether, depending on if I like how it comes out or not. And then if I like how the other side comes out better, if I do it different, then I'll come back and redo this side. That's the perk of acrylic paint, right? If you don't like it, just wait till it dries. Or if it's close enough to when you put it on there, you can just take a wet wipe and wipe it off and start again. I'm using the zinc. It's a really dark gray. And this one is DecoArt Americana. Just for anybody that's interested. I did mix it with some black. I already had some just basic black in my brush. And that's what's giving it that slightly distressed look across the... When you look up close, you can see kind of the streaks going across here. And I kind of like it. I think it looks more like one of those tumblers that you buy nowadays with all that extra. But I was just going to say, usually when Zoe and I paint, we go through a lot of paper towels. And I was getting ready to set these out, and I was like, this is the end of the first package that I got out of that box. And I've been working on it and done several big things without a roll of paper towel in this office since I got these. I'm kind of excited at how well they're doing. And this is the wrapper, the paper that I've got it sitting on, is the wrapper that the whole package, the whole stack came in. So what are you guys doing today other than hanging out with me for a couple of hours? Or for an hour? Ooh, a couple of hours. I don't know if I can talk that long. Not today. Ooh. My sinuses, I went to camp 2 days before I left for camp. My head just stopped up, and I was like, oh, this is not good to be out at camp not able to breathe, y'all. This is just not cool. So we're going to do a light gray. doing some paperwork and then cleaning the studio. Well, been busy with mom and dad. Yeah, that happens. Tammy, that does. Tell mom and dad tell dad. I know dad knows who I am, or knows of me at least. Tell dad I said hi. Your Texas friend says hi. Yeah, my daughter, while we were going to camp, my husband was at home and he was finishing up the flooring in the house. In the fall, around Christmas, we were doing the rest of the house and doing the flooring in the house, and we didn't get to her room. We didn't have space to pull everything out of the house like we needed to do it. And so while we were gone, we'd pulled everything out of her room and put it in, guess where? Drum roll. My office. So it's in the studio, blocking the table and blocking everything, and it was covering the table, and I was like, I kind of need to get to hey, Teresa, how are you? Kind of need to get to that table there because I kind of need to make some pants before we go to the next camp we're going to. A lady is asked me to make her some, gonna pay me for them, kind of a thing. Can't really get to the table. Zoe, I need you to get your stuff out. That was why she was kind of running through here a while ago, kind of getting pieces and going to her room and going through it. She's supposed to be decluttering and purging. Y'all, this child ain't purging nothing. I haven't seen anything. Well, I take it back. She's actually gotten rid of a couple of, and I do mean a couple, like 2 pieces of paper, maybe. I love her. Ella, I love her. But she needs to get rid of some of that stuff or organize it better so that it doesn't take up every inch of her room, so she can keep some of it. I am throwing in just a hint of that darker gray to give it that distressed look over here. Can y'all see that in the shades? On this. So that on this cup thingy here, just trying to make sure I get it covered at least in the light gray. She did unfortunately inherit her mother's love of sentimentality. That's it. Sentimentality. It's not a love of stuff. It's the sentimentality, the sentiment that goes with that came from, and they're not here anymore. So I can't ever part with it. I can put it in my closet maybe, but then I feel like I'm forgetting them or whatever, and that doesn't go well. So, okay, y'all, I'm going to just see if that's somebody telling me. Oh, it was somebody. It was Miss Teresa giving me a great hint, telling me to paint it with a sponge. That would make a whole lot of sense and make it go loads faster. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Well, Miss Teresa, I may just have to do that when I do the other side. Teresa messaged and said when she does them with a sponge. So that would make it go really fast, wouldn't it? You know what? Why wait? Let's just set that in the water. Let's grab my sponge. hesitant to get too much of that darker gray in there. And let's just, this is dry right here, so let's just see how that goes. Well, thank you, Miss Teresa. That's a handy, helpful tip. Okay, note to self, y'all. If you want it to go, and I'll have to clean that line up at the top. Going to work on a wedding present today, another wedding tomorrow. Obviously, love is in the air. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. What?
Ella's watching from the stream. She says that there's no comments on the YouTube side.
There's no place for comments?
No, she said they're closed.
Huh. I'll have to see how I can turn that on. It may not let her comment there. I'm sorry. I don't have enough subscribers yet over there, so it may not let me have comments while I'm live.
She said, or else she said that your mom was telling you in the stream, get to cleaning. And I said, tell her, I said, okay. And she goes, I can't, the chat is closed. She says, just tell her she's doing good.
All right, that works. Thank you, Ella. Thank you, Ella. I will have to look and see if there's a way I can turn those on when I get done. I don't know.
I'm cracking up. This is so weird. She says you're welcome.
All right. One of Zoe's besties is watching us on YouTube. She's not on Facebook, which is fine. That's why I went ahead and shot it over to YouTube too. As I know not everybody watches this from Facebook. Okay, y'all, this is going a whole lot faster with this sponge, just so y'all know. Paint backgrounds with makeup sponges, even in the hole, seems quicker. Didn't know if you wanted me to post that here. Yes, well, I'm fine with that. I'm doing this in a group. I don't know if you're watching on my personal page or if you're watching in the Painted Soul Creative Journey group right now, Teresa. I'm doing it in both. I'm shooting it to my YouTube page, to my business page, and to the group there, and I'm just sharing helpful tips when I get them. And yes, this is way helpful. A little messier, but that's okay. I don't mind getting messy. Well, if you haven't joined the Creative Soul Painted Journey group, then you're probably on my page. And I think you would know if you joined that group or not. But I don't know. You may have and just not realized it. Some of us get added or invited to a lot of groups. And it's like, oh, okay. And I get a little overwhelmed by how many I get invited to sometimes. But Stephanie says, great tip, Teresa. That's a great technique to learn. That it is. It's very helpful. Now, Teresa, did you know that before you did the one stroke stuff, or did you learn that after the one stroke? After you learned your one stroke stuff? Because I'm thinking I've not really painted a lot with the brush before one stroke, but I learned backgrounds and stuff, and I'm just going to tighten up these edges here with my brush because I need it nice and square, or I want it nice and square. And I'm going to flip that around real quick, and I'm going to grab a little more of that dark gray. I think most of it's going to get covered up with the flowers anyway. But I just wanted to make sure. After I just learned it from another painter, I had used a brush for those cutouts in the past, and then I learned to use a sponge, so I'm passing it on. Well, thank you for sharing your knowledge. We greatly appreciate it. Well, and I think that's how we all learn. So I have an appreciation for those willing to share the little tips and tricks and time savers that they've learned. with the rest of us. Because some of us are new enough at this. Okay, I'm going to just stick that in there and use my finger on this one corner. Because this corner is like right there. And I'm out of... No, I'm not. There we go. It's like I'm out of what I mean. Okay. All right. So while that part is drying, now whipped cream is mostly white. Stephanie posted the link to the group. I don't know if she's in the group or if she's... I think I added the link right. You did add the link right, Stephanie. Yay, yay. Awesome job. Thank you. Applause just for you. Because I don't always do that well, especially not under pressure. And did you go to my page and post that one, Stephanie, on my Escape and Paint page, or did you put that in the group? Where are you watching from, Stephanie? Because that's where it becomes the question then. Because if you're in the group, you're already in the group. But if she's on my page and posted it on my page, because we're friends too. So. And that was on my business page, the Escape and Paint page. So hang on, y'all. I've got yucky white paint boogers right here that are driving me crazy. It doesn't want to let this white close, and I'm afraid it's like messing it up. All these nasty paint boogers in here. Well, it looks like my studio will need a good cleaning, at least on the floor, when I get done. It probably needs one anyway, just because we have so many lovely dogs in the house. And I'm playing with my palette knife right now, and I'm trying to decide if I want to try and mix a texture medium or not. Figured out in the past how to post a link in the comments last week and just went back and copied it from my threads and posted here. Good deal. You making the topping with flowers on it? I might do some flowers in it too. Yep. That would be cool. You know, you can always have the flowers sitting in the top of it as a... Okay, now I'm going to chat in the other page. Hey, Karen, how are you? Karen says she just finished her live. Well, I signed up for the 2 to 3 hour today because I didn't want to wait too late, and I didn't want to necessarily go this morning. And I was like, well, I don't know. I'll just figure it out. And then I just was going to go earlier. Hadn't told anybody I was going for sure. And then decided I'd go and leave it at 2. And we just go from there. So I've just got, this one came from Diverse Woodworking, but I'm pretty sure our friend Lisa can get us some of these if you would wanted to order from Heart's Desire. I'm betting we can get her to help us figure one out. This one came, like I said, from Diverse Woodworking. Love Randy and his people. Don't necessarily care for having to order so many to get the wholesale price, because I just don't always have that big a group or that big a party. So that's my hang up there. Love me some Lisa, and her and Jonathan do a great job. They have some pretty awesome customer service as well. So I'm always about helping the small business guy get his start too. So I'm betting we can get some of these. You feeling better today? 2 is a good time. Yeah, it really is a good time, Karen. Okay, Melanie, are you asking me or are you asking the other Stephanie? Because I was offline working on camp stuff. So I'm not sure if she wasn't feeling good in hers, and Stephanie just popped in the group and said, thought she'd come over to the group and chat with everybody. So that makes sense. Okay. And I'm just I don't want it to look smooth. I want it to be kind of like the other Stephanie. Okay, that's what I thought. I was just checking. Because it wouldn't surprise me with me having allergies if everybody else around was having. Everybody I talked to's got something going on. So I was just trying to make sure that we was talking to Stephanie with an I. All right. And I don't want this to look too flat. So I'm putting it on a little thick. And I'm leaving some textured marks in there. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not going crazy at this lip because I'm going to have some of it have the Hey Karen, can you post a picture of your cute stool in the feed? The picture comment is not showing up, apparently. Tammy says. And my nose always starts itching when I go live. Allergies are psychosymptomatic. Well, mine is allergies, and it's been seasonal stuff that's been bugging me for a couple of weeks. I've just not been on much because I was out of town at camp last week. And then this week, I really haven't done a lot on my page or anywhere else. What?
Is it connected to yours or is it connected to Dad's?
What?
The headphones.
The headphones are connected to mine. Or they're connected to... Hang on. Hang on, y'all. It's not connected to... Oh, yeah, it is. Hang on. Disconnect. And forget this device. There we go. Here you go, baby.
Thank you.
Kiddo's needing some headphones. Hers finally gave it they finally died. Oh, Stephanie, that's awful. I hate when that happens. And yes, Tammy, I like when we have a lot of texture in there. Probably those. But if you don't have it in pairing mode, it might not be those.
How do you get in pairing mode?
You turn them off, and then you turn the power on and hold it down until it starts flashing blue and red on there. Your dad is in the back, and he can probably help you with that while I'm doing my live, kiddo.
Sorry.
No big. Commend you for going live anyway. Oh, I do too, girl, because migraines are not something to mess with. They are not pretty. So should I do the stand the same color as our cup, or just do it in purple and be done with it? Had to stop and start my live 3 times yesterday because I couldn't stop coughing. Yeah, I'm just kind of hopeful that I won't start coughing right now. Because, yeah. He is improved today, Tammy. He is feeling a little better. He is not great. He is not great, but he is working, and he's able to think straighter today. He could not think very straight yesterday. He was really struggling, y'all. And we had book club last night, and he'd gone to bed when I realized what day it was, and it was like, no prep time on my part, so I can't lead book club. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to try and lay this where you can say this is for either the K cups, the little coffee cup things. This one came from Diverse Woodworking. I bought it back in October, and I was gonna do it for a gift for Christmas, so maybe this year for Christmas. Since I've missed her birthday, I've missed her anniversary, and I bought her something, and we did something else for Christmas last year. That's all I can say. I'm going around this edge with some white right fast. And I think it was Melanie who said, that looks like a great gift idea. And I said, LOL, I was making it for my sister-in-law. It's kind of I know she doesn't necessarily do coffee at her house. But right after I bought this, we got rid of our machine that had K-Cups. Because I was thinking I would do it for myself and it would look really cute. And we could leave our favorite flavors out, or the hot cocoa that my daughter likes sitting out, and then all the coffee could be in the drawer or whatever. No hunting and figuring out what everything was. Well, right after purchasing this, we get rid of the K-Cup using thing and buy one that does. You can brew a cup or you can brew the whole pot. And we went back to the regular kind of coffee pot kind of thing. I'm trying to catch the edge where y'all can see it. I'm just trying to catch the edge. Yeah, there's just a lot of icky in the air. Seasonal allergies have been kicking our behinds for several months, and it's just caught up, I think, with Philip. Not real sure, though, because it could just be a bug going around, too. I'm hoping not for his sake. He was running fever and had chills last night on top of a massive bad headache, so. Yeah. I'm praying everybody feels better, too, because migraines visit our house pretty regular, even though we don't want them to. And let's just put it that way. Typically, I'm the one suffering with them. But, okay, what do y'all think? I think I like that. Did you know the Keurig will replace your machine if it breaks? Oh, I know they'll replace it if it breaks, but I don't know if they'll replace it if you've gone in and clipped a wire so that it doesn't have to have that special K-Cup brand cup to read it right, because several of our machines were not going to read the non-brand name coffee cup things. And anyway, we just go through a lot of coffee, so we figured it might be easier to go back to the big pot. What's funny, as soon as we go back to the big pot, I stop drinking that much of it. Not that I don't still drink it, but I don't drink near as much. Okay, I think I've got most of it now. Wish I'd known that on our first one, but we went bigger anyway. And now on our third one, my husband loves it. LOL, I don't drink coffee. Well, I didn't for many years. I drank more cream with my coffee than I did coffee. And then, I don't know, I just suddenly was there, and now I drink black coffee. So, that's crazy. All right, so I've mixed some purples, trying to play to find the right shade of purple here. So, okay, let's see if this will do. I don't know that it's going to do it right. No, that's way spread out looking like the. I'm not loving this. Now that I don't know if they will replace it if it's been altered in any way. That we have the dual machine now, single and coffee. That's what we had was the dual version. Um, yeah, I'm not digging this. I think I'm gonna do the dark purple after all on the cup, and we'll just do some flowers on the. Yep, live and learn. Live and learn. Okay, let's see if we can get some purple down here. And not mess it up too bad. Does that look better, y'all? I don't think I can do the flowers and it look right because these flowers are just not going to have the petals that far out and it not look right. No, look right. I like lattes with chocolate though, but they're fattening. I'm okay with it. I didn't get in the shape I'm in now by being scared of some good old chocolate and lattes. That's for sure. All right. Now to figure out how to get this top part done without messing my whipped cream up. Interesting. There's not going to be a lot to see anyway once the cups. Oh, I know. I'm just trying to make sure that the upper edge might still be a little bit visible. We're just gonna see what we can do to kind of. That around. Kind of liking that. I'm not overly concerned about the sides. They've got at least a base coat of color on them. Because, like you said, nobody will see the inside if they're filled or not. That looks pretty good. All right. Think that it's so cute. I'll have to see if Lisa can make something similar. This is adorable for. Well, see, that's what I was thinking in their office. I'm pretty sure they said something about having a. We gave them one of our Keurigs for their office or for use at when they're catering. Well, they had something else that they do with the coffee, which was fine. But I thought, well, if they've got an office or a space in their office that they wanted to have it set up so that somebody could make coffee, that would be handier than having it made up in the office and nobody that nobody there drinking it and it just being wasted when they don't have anybody come in that particular day, So I thought that would be handy, and I thought, well, we'll see. We'll just see. Okay. All right. So. Do I bother trying to do a fork and a knife and a spoon on here? Not right now. I have to let that dry a little bit before I can put flowers in there, don't I? Probably. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll have to post pictures when I finish it because that's going to take a while to dry. I'm just going to say. That's pretty thick with all that texture. So, that being said, I'm just going to pop up here and say thank y'all for joining me today. And I will share a post in my guide and hopefully on my page showing the finished product. Thank you for joining me.